When Elizabeth Bennet first meets Fitzwilliam Darcy, she sees a man of pride, prejudice, and barely concealed disdain. He insults her at the Meryton Assembly, shows little interest in her company. He coldly dismisses her with the words, "She is tolerable, but not handsome enough to tempt me." He adds, "I am in no humour at present to give consequence to young ladies who are slighted by other men." It is a remark meant to wound, delivered within earshot, and it confirms Elizabeth's opinion of him as arrogant, condescending, and utterly unlikable. And yet, by the end of Pride and Prejudice, this same man is the one Elizabeth chooses above all others. What changed? How did Mr. Darcy, proud, reserved, and socially aloof, win the heart of one of literature's most independent and discerning heroines? Darcy's transformation is not merely about falling in love. It is about becoming worthy of the woman he loves. After Elizabeth rejects his first proposal, delivered with more pride than tenderness, Darcy is forced to confront the gap between how he sees himself and how others see him. He writes a letter not to defend his pride, but to offer her the truth, with honesty, vulnerability, and no expectation of forgiveness. In doing so, he reveals something rare in a Regency gentleman: the ability to reflect, to change, and to grow. Austen writes, "He began to feel the danger of paying Elizabeth too much attention. But the real danger was not social disgrace. It was the risk of changing himself, of becoming a better man. And that is exactly what he chooses." Elizabeth's change of heart is gradual, unfolding in quiet moments and unexpected revelations. At Pemberley, she sees him through new eyes, not just as the master of a great estate, but as a man respected by his servants, gracious to her relatives, and utterly transformed in demeanour. Never had she seen him so desirous to please, Austen tells us. The proud man who once insulted her is now humble, kind, and still unmistakably devoted. But it is not wealth, or power, or even his love that wins her over. It is his integrity. Darcy's actions speak where words once failed. He saves Lydia's reputation not for gratitude, but for Elizabeth's peace of mind. He seeks no credit, no recognition, and that quiet nobility, that selfless love, is what finally touches her heart. In Austen's world, attraction is never just about looks. It is about moral character, self-knowledge, and emotional courage. Darcy's initial failings make his growth more profound. He learns that real love requires more than admiration. It requires respect. He does not try to possess Elizabeth, he earns her. His second proposal is gentle, uncertain, and deeply sincere. He tells her, "One word from you will silence me on this subject forever." In that moment, Elizabeth sees not only a man who loves her, but a man who has changed for her. In contrast to the performative charm of Mr. Wickham or the cold correctness of Mr. Collins, Darcy's masculinity is defined by emotional depth. He is not without fault, but he is capable of loving with constancy, of apologising without pride, and of putting someone else's happiness above his own. In this way, he represents the kind of romantic ideal that Austen champions, not the perfect man, but the man willing to better himself for love. For a woman like Elizabeth Bennet, clever, perceptive, and fiercely independent, love had to be rooted in mutual esteem. Darcy's transformation showed her that he not only admired her, but understood her. And once she saw the depth of his love, she could no longer resist the truth of her own heart. Austen reminds us that love, at its best, is a dialogue between two souls willing to grow. Mr. Darcy stole Lizzy's heart not through grand gestures or poetic flattery, but through humility, integrity, and the quiet courage to change. And in doing so, he captured something even more precious: our hearts as readers, centuries later.